Yo, how's it going, my fellow Calfishians? This is Cause Agent Coda speaking, and welcome to the next 5-minute review, more or less, of a game called The Textorcist, the story of Bibbia. Dodge bullets while typing exorcisms at the very same time. Get ready for an electrifying mix between bullet hell and typing game. Turn on both sides of your brain and jump into the adventure of private exorcist Bibbia. Release date the 14th of February 2019. Developer Morbidware and publisher Head Up. So if you are wondering what this game is about, basically you are playing as Bibbia, as mentioned in the little blurb, and in order to attack the bosses that you are encountering, you need to type. So if you've played any game where you need to type, it's basically that. The main gimmick is that you also need to dodge the bullets that are coming at you. So for example, this is a bullet hell game, so while dodging, you also need to be typing in order to do damage. And if you enjoy difficult games, this is definitely a game for you. It definitely felt a little bit unfair due to the fact that, again, you need to be dodging a lot of bullets while you're at it. So for example, if you take damage, you're reading off of a Bible. If you take damage, what you need to do is type, and if you take a hit, then you don't take a hit of HP, you have 3 HP, you just lose your Bible. But if you take a hit while you're not holding onto your Bible, then you do take damage afterwards. And what's really cool about the game is it's not just a it's not just type the words in order to deal damage. It's anytime you go to a new boss, you basically have a new set of mechanics that you also need to deal with when it comes to dealing damage. So for example, like the first couple bosses is just type whatever it is that you need to type, and then you're done. And then sometimes you'll have like the words upside down, or you'll have a different language entirely together, stuff like that, where it's not something that you're looking that you would expect, but you still need to deal with, which is really cool. But again, it is really unfair. So if you really like difficult games in general, then you're definitely going to enjoy this game. It's actually really fun. The music is really good, so that is not something that you need to worry about. And the pixel graphics are amazing. Yeah, that's basically the only fault that I could find, that it's just really difficult. You'll definitely get stuck fighting some bosses, but here's the thing. There are like trinkets that you pick up, so after every boss that you fight, you'll probably get a trinket, and you can equip said trinket to make your life easier. For example, you'll have one trinket that will magnetize the Bible back to you, or you'll have a higher time to reach your book. So for example, if you are casting damage to the enemy and you take damage, you'll have a little load bar around your Bible. So for example, if you end up taking if you don't end up picking up the book before that bar ends, you have to start your incantations from the beginning again. And that's where the difficulty comes in, because again, you have to be avoiding bullets. If you take damage without the Bible, you take damage in general. You only have 3 hits, so after 2 hits, the third one, you're dead. So you have to be watching a lot of different things that happen during the fight while casting spells and dodging bullets, and it's crazy. But again, there are trinkets that can make things easier, so if you're having a lot of trouble trying to beat the game and you just want to move forward, you do have the option of choosing those trinkets. And the only thing that the only downside when it comes to picking a trinket up is mainly just making the game easier. But obviously, if that's what you're aiming for, then it doesn't really matter, does it? The game does have DLC. So it does have one DLC that I think adds 3 new bosses, but I don't own the DLC, so I don't know anything about the DLC. But, you know, if you enjoy difficult bullet hell games that change basically the mechanics every single time you fight a new boss, and you like difficulty within that, maybe you even like, obviously, typing games where you need to spell things in order to be able to do damage, this is definitely the game for you. If I were to grade this game, it's definitely an 8. It is a B for sure. It's really good, and the only thing that doesn't make it higher is just, again, the difficulty is... It felt a little bit unfair, but I'm sure you'll see the little gameplay over here off to the side, and you'll be able to judge for yourself whether you like what you see or not. But really do appreciate it. Hope this review helped you in one way or another. And hope to see you in the next one. Take care.